All right, of course, you are watching Newsfeed PM, the late edition. Thank you so much for joining us. It's just after 9 o'clock with you until 11. And we start this hour here. Umlazi residents in Durban have held a prayer service at a place where fatal crashes often occur. 3 women died there over the weekend when 2 vehicles collided in V section. Newzroom Africa's very own Phila Mthembu joins us live from that service. Phila, a good evening to you. Talk to us about what you're seeing, what you're hearing from community members about just what it is that they are praying will take place in that area moving forward.
Naledi, good evening to you. So there was quite a lot which we were told by the residents. Scores of them had essentially gathered here, demonstrating unity and also embracing their spirituality as they conducted that prayer, calling for an end to the road crashes, which result really in deaths which have been occurring in this particular area. So I'm going to just allow you to see really where we are. We are at the V section intersection here in Umlazi. So this particular road takes you further in different sections of this township. You'd know that it is the largest township in KwaZulu-Natal with around 26 sections. So what you are seeing now, it's no longer community members that were here, but the candles which they have lit and also placed there on the ground, basically symbolizing light, symbolizing peace, and also essentially serving as, a beacon of hope, and also as some sort of a comfort, comfort to the families, the residents, which have been impacted by these fatal crashes. So many families are now heartbroken. They are trying to essentially, pick up the pieces from really losing their loved ones who had been told that at least one fatality is recorded in every single second week in this particular area. They are calling now on authorities to come together and, actually construct speed humps. As you can see, there are no speed humps here, saying that they truly believe that they could assist in terms of reducing, speeding and also these fatalities, but also highlighting the issue of people driving under the influence of alcohol. You'd know that from where we are, there are establishments which serve alcohol where people usually go to on weekends, to have fun. And in most occasions, we have been told that quite a number of them get to make their way home, intoxicated, and that they get to also get behind the wheel under the influence of alcohol. So that's also what they had been calling an end to. I'm now going to bring into the conversation a community member who's actually an activist to speak to us, who's also a part of this, prayer session. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Mbuso Zulu. Masingaqala nje, you were a part of this prayer session, and tell us why you decided to be a part of it and what are you hoping is going to be achieved from here.
Okay, Mvelase engizokusho nje bhuti wami, abantu abaningi bayazi ukuthi ngumuntu ohleze ewukhathalela umphakathi. So into eyenzekile kahle la ukuthi emva kwesigameko lesi sibhlungu esenzeke kakhulukazi kodade wethu, sibonile ukuthi siphume somphakathi. Ngase ngibona ukuthi nami kubalekile ukuthi ngibe khona ngizokhuleka nomphakathi wami waseMlazi, since ngowala eMlazi, sizokhombisa nomndeni wabantwana laba abaswekelekile ukuthi siwumlazi, sinabo ngokomoya, sinabo ngokwenhliziyo, sinabo futhi ngokuyithoba, siphinde futhi sizoyithoba nakuyena uNkulunkulu, ngoba sekukwaningi Mvelase igameko zenza la. Kunomuntu oseke wapaka la wayidubula nje straight washona, kunomuntu osekwashayiswa imoto la. So manje siyabona ukuthi sekuyisikhathi ukuthi uNkulunkulu angenelele akwazi ukuthi asixazululele lento, ngoba labantwana laba abaswelekile la mebenamaphupho showcase banabazali banosisi banobhuti ababakhathalele kakhulu. So ukugcina kwenzeka into embi kanje siyacela ngempela kumdala ukuthi angenelele akwazi ukuthi ayiphendule imkhuleko yethu. Mase siphinde futhi sicela no government ukuthi angenelele ngoba siyabezwa abanye abantu bafuna ama-hams, abanye kunezinto lezi ezike zehlisa ispeed eziba nomsindo emasondweni. Makukuthi uyalizwa izwi lamphakathi waseMlazi nabantu base South Africa, siyacela ngenelele ukuze izophela lento ngoba ibhlungu and kancane ziloke ziyaphela impilo zabantu bande sekuze kuphela impilo zabantwana la eceleni sineyindawo zokuphuza utshwala zokuyijabulisa. So nabo ke abantu abahamba lezi indawo siyacela ukuthi baphuze responsible. Umuntu angaphuzi mase egcine eseyithola eseshayela because kuzolibele kwenzeka igameke kanje. Yebo singathandaza sicele kumdali sihlanganeze umphakathi but uma abantu bona uqobo bengabambisene noNkulunkulu shuthi uNkulunkulu ngiyakwazi ukuyiphendula imithandazo yethu. So siyacela abantu ukuthi nabo mebedla amanzi amponjwana bangabi sesteringini bawuhloniphe lo mgaqo ngoba kuyacaca ukuthi ikhona ngempela into embi ngale ndawo le.
And you know, there's been a number of times you had been told such accidents happen here. Have you spoken out about this, seek assistance from authorities? What have you done in the past, as a stand towards ensuring that you are fighting against what is currently happening and that you are actually being vocal about here today?
Okay, yabona nje ukukhuluma iqiniso bhuti wami. Kuningi okwenzekile but asikaze sihlangane kanje njenganamhlanje. So nami the reason why ngiphumile ngibona ukuthi manje sekufanele sisukume. So nami mangisuka la bakhona abantu abaseyikhundleni engibaziyo abanye engisebenzisana nayo. Ngizothi nje mangivuka kusasa ngikwazi ukusondela kubona ukuthi ke sibonisane ngalesigameko lesi ngoba shuthi kuloke kuyenzeka kuyaqhubeka. Kuyacaca ukuthi njobe sekwazi ukuthi kuthatheke impilo zabantwana ezu3 same time okusho ukuthi lento kusayinto eqhubekayo. So ngiyathemisa nje ukuthi nami ngizosukuma ngekuyikhandla ekutheni konke okufiswa umphakathi waseMlazi okucela ku government ukwazi ukuthi uba provide ngakho.
And what role have you been playing? Because you are mentioning ukuthi there are also people who are reckless, on the road, and that's usually the case when, at least in most instances, the case when it comes to accidents of this degree happening. So what have you been doing as a community to ensure that people actually comply, because they should also be responsible, on the roads?
No, into esike siyenze wena Mvelase ngoba kukaningi abantu bayangazi as one of abantu abenza ama motivation kakhulukazi. Abantu sike sibanxenxe ngokomlomo. Sibatshele sibachazele nje ngokomlomo ukuthi lezwi leli esilishumayelayo ukuthi abantu ba drive responsible siyacela ukuthi bakuthathe serious lokho. But ke manje ke umuntu ezogijima ke ngeenyawo, imanje umuntu ezongqongqoza eminyangweni eright ngoba kuyabonakala ukuthi masisuke izinto siyikhuluma shoot abanye abantu abazizwa kahle yabo. So isikhathi sokuthi ke manje sithatha uaction wangempela, sihlale phansi sihlangane nabafundisi makufanele kuqhubeke kuzokhulekwa, sihlangane namaphoyisa, sihlangane nabaphathi ubuholo baziwayo, sibe nabe ekutheni ngempela ilunge lento libelenzeka la.
Thank you for your time. That was Mbuso Zulu, who is a community activist and also a resident from Umlazi, essentially speaking to us and giving us a sense of really how they think this particular crisis can be addressed, saying that although they are calling on authorities to intervene, but it's also the responsibility of motorists to ensure that they comply with the rules of the road in order to eradicate what we are seeing as fatal crashes, with the latest one happening over the weekend where 3 women died instantly when 2 vehicles had collided. We understand that from that particular incident, both drivers survived, one of them injured badly, but also one had escaped from that particular scene, and that police are still hunting for that driver. That is what they are saying to us, Naledi, saying that they are hoping they're going to get the assistance from government, but also people have the responsibility to ensure that they behave and utilize the roads accordingly. as expected. You'd remember that even last night there was a roadblock here, and it doesn't even come as a surprise with regards to why then this area was chosen as one of those areas where a roadblock needs to be conducted. From those conversations that we've had with these community members, you can tell how important it was for a roadblock to be conducted here. We also did speak to a grandfather to one of the victims who said to us that they are incredibly devastated and that, they hadn't really foreseen this affecting them as a family. It had been affecting quite a number of families, but now that it has hit home, they are not doing well, and that is why he decided to participate in this prayer session, which was held here this evening.
I think an important reminder, regardless of where you are in the country, but Phila Mthembu, our own reporter, speaking to us from Umlazi in KwaZulu-Natal.